Shamar Joseph over the wicket, ball to Root, and Root is onto the front foot and plays this down onto the offside. The score remains 170 for 3. So England are 170 for 3 in their second innings, leading by 123 after West Indies made 457 in their turn at bat. Now the wicket to have fallen for England thus far are Zach Crawley, Ben Duckett for 76, and Pope for 51. Harry Brook at this stage is on 19, 18, and Joe Root is on 12. As Joseph over the wicket, ball to Root, and Root is onto the front foot again, plays it down to the man at cover, and there is no run there. Stu slipper gully, backward point cover, and a middle for Shamar Joseph. Now, many would say that West Indies probably not bowling as tight as they would like, but that's the nature of the game. We are all human beings, and England, as we know, is a very attacking team. I think, though, that there could be some other strategy that could have been put in place, as we saw to get the wicket of Ben Stokes and Pope. We work with a strategy, but these two new batsmen, once again, Joseph bowled to Root, and Root plays this into the offside. He squared him up there just now, but the ball to the outer portion of the bat and goes all along the ground, down to the field, the undercover boundary, and the score moves up to 171 for 3. 3 deliveries gone so far in over number 35. England really scoring fast, and this run rate, this score rate is a bit concerning because I would not have wanted them to go that fast, but we understand this is England and they go at a great speed. So 171 for 3, they lead by 130. It would be good if we could get another 2 or 3 wickets before the close of the day's play. If they had 320 for 6, 220 for 6, that would be nice. I think that leading by 180 would look. Joseph Bowl to Brook, who took this off his hip down to the man on the long leg boundary. They go through for a single. The score moves up now to 172 for 3. Root is on 13. Harry Brook is on 19. West Indies got the first innings lead, but now they are trailing by 131. The batsmen out, Zach Crawley for 3, Ben Duckett for 75, 76, and Pope for 51. Alzari Joseph getting 2 of the wickets, while Zach Crawley was run out at the non-strikers end. Shamar Joseph over the wicket, ball to Root, who allows it to go through outside the half stump. No runs scored. The score remains at 72 for 3. Welcome back. Did I say welcome back? And thank you all for tuning in. It's a pleasure having you here for this final session of the day's play. We probably have about an hour or so to go in the day's play. Probably 13, 14, the most probably 15 overs remaining in the day's play. So I'll be here for just about an hour or so discussing the cricket, interacting with the community, getting your views as I express my views. Joseph to Root, and Root on his front foot defense to the man at mid-off, and there is no run. So at the end of the over, England 172 for 3. The West Indies bowling so far, it lacks a little bit of discipline to me. It lacks a little bit of penetration. Alzari Joseph, 9 overs, no made, 2 for 42. Again, is a pick of the wicket takers. Jaden Seals, 9 overs, no made, none for 49. Shamar Joseph, who's the most economical, 8 overs, no made, none for 28. Jason Older, 6 overs, no made, none for 25. And Kevin Sinclair, who Ben Duckett pulled out his broom to and continued to sweep him. And so he bowled 3 overs for 21 runs, going at 7 runs per over. So Shamar Joseph has been our most economical. And once again, Alzari Joseph is our leading wicket taker. As it's Jason Older now on his way to Brook. He's bowled to Brook, and Brook defends out into the offside. And they got a single the field that cover cannot stop it. As there's a sweep on the boundary. So the backward point, which is usually in an orthodox position, is not in the orthodox position now. He's way out on the boundary. So whenever a ball played in that orthodox position where the backward point should usually be, they will get a single because they have him protecting the boundary. So it's 2 slips, a gully, a cover, that's orthodox cover, and the mid-off, plus the fielder out on the boundary. I think they don't have a third man for Older. Let's watch Older. He comes in ball to Root, and Root flick this off his pad to the man at mid-wicket, and there is no run. There was Older going for the Yorker, and Root just coming down on it and just turning it to the man at mid-wicket. There is no run. 173 for 3 in over number 36. The lead has gone up to 132. Root is on 13. Brook is on 20. West Indies, reminding you, in their first innings, made 457 all out. Magnificent batting effort. Older over the wicket, ball to Root, short. He pulls us away, down behind square, straight to the field on the boundary. That's Jaden Seal, sends the return in to the keeper, Joshua da Silva, and they go through for a single. It's 174 for 3 now. The lead all the time. You have to be watching this lead. What do you think West Indies can get in the 4th innings? 220, 230? Can we get up to 250? Do we need to restrict them, like bowl them out for less than 250 to give ourselves a chance, so that the lead would be like 210? What can West Indies get in their 2nd innings? That's a discussion, that's a topic we could discuss. Older over the wicket, ball to Brook. Brook drives down to that field on the cover boundary. Who comes to his right is Shamar Joseph. He cannot prevent the 2, despite ushering in. They got 2 more, 176 now for 3. And that lead climbing all the time. As what happened to Shamar Joseph, they are seen bending over, holding his shoulder. So probably he need. What's wrong? What's wrong there? What had gone wrong? Because he's in the middle of a good spell. They are using Shamar Joseph for short spells, not bowling in long anymore, like 4 overs the most. So this is his 3rd spell, although he had only bowled 8 overs. Generally, Shamar would probably bowl 8 overs in one spell, but they bowl him for 4 overs. Let's watch this. Technique was okay. That's something. Was it his wrist or his shoulder? It looks like his shoulder, but I trust that he's okay. And Brathwaite want the ball to change again. Earlier, we have the ball change, and immediately after the ball change, the very next delivery after the ball change, Sinclair caught Pope at gully, driving at one from Joseph. Older slip on a gully goes down. He bowls to Brook, and Brook just stand up tall and played it into the onside. The fielder coming in from mid-wicket field, and there is no run. One delivery to going over number 36, reminding you of the scores. 176 for 3. They now lead by 135. The batsman on strike, Brook, who's on 22. Joe Root is on 14. Jason Older in his 6th over. You have gone so far, got a none for 29. This is the final delivery of his 6 overs. He begins to move in now. He passed the umpire just about now and ball to Brook, who whipped this away and threw him on. He's going to run very close to the boundary. They're gone for 1. They're back for 2. The fielder catches up with it. That's Brathwaite. And they are back for 3. The score now moves up now to 179 for 3. That's the end of Jason Older over. The end of his 7th over. And at the end of his 7th over, he have conceded 32 runs thus far. England 179 for 3 after 36 overs. Let's see if Shamar Joseph is going to bowl. Welcome everyone to the show. Peter Jordan is in setting in the early part of the innings. Could you elaborate more, Peter John, please? Carlton working tirelessly. Thank you, Merrick. Merrick, thank you. I appreciate it. Keith Aaron is saying, good afternoon, Carlton. Enjoy the commentary. Thank you very much. Mr. Brown, can Jason Older give us a wicket? What do you think? Well, I would lovely. I really hope that we could probably get 2 or 3 more wickets before the end of the day's play. And I would really like Older to give us a few wickets. We definitely need Older to give us a few wickets. He didn't get any in the first innings after 14 overs, none for 60. And we definitely hope 7 overs here, none for 35. We definitely want Older to get some wickets. So let's see if he can get 2, 3 wickets. It would be nice. It would be good for the West Indies. it would be good for older confidence. So let's back him, Colin Goodrich. We definitely hope he can do so. Yes, I think we need some wickets. Yes, we definitely need some wickets, Jamor Small. And I think we are seeing some advertisements, so that's a drink break. Keith Aaron, how are you, man? Should be more than 265. Leeds should be no more than 265. So you think we can get anywhere up to 265? All right, that's that's what you think. Let's hear what Michael Douglas think. Go to call a spade a spade. Runs are going to be scored on this pitch. It will be difficult to get wickets. I would accept anything under 310 to chase on this pitch. So, Michael, you don't think it will probably deteriorate somehow? What do you think? You don't think so? And maybe it start gripping and Bashir will come, Michael Douglas and Bashir will come into play. What are your thoughts? It's very, very, very interesting in your thoughts. So the score, I think they're having a drinks break, and that's why we are seeing this advertisement. So no cricket going on at the moment. It's drinks, and it's 179 for 3. Since it's drinks break, I'm going to try and see if I can make a point. And please bear with me. Now, my moderator told me that a number of persons had posted some comments, some of them very disrespectful. For yesterday, I said that the batsmen were running, and the persons are saying that they never saw any batsmen running. And it is one thing to disagree with my interpretation of it. It's another thing to be disrespectful. However, I'm not going to be disrespectful to those persons. Number one, I think if they had listened the video, instead of just looking at the ticker, they would have gotten an understanding of what I said. Now, I'm going to try and educate here. I'm going to try. I'm doing this in the humblest possible way. In the humblest possible way. And I'm going to share my screen Google. I'm going to share my screen with Google. Now, when someone uses a word, they maybe sometimes use the word in context, which we call connotative, or they use it for the dictionary meaning. So that's the highlighted portion. What is the difference between connotative and denotative? Connotation and denotations are two words of looking at the same word. The denotation of a word referred to its dictionary meaning. The connotation of a word refers to the emotion or feeling that is evoked by the word that accompanies its literal meaning. That may be a lot for some to understand, and I will try to go back to it. But the cricket has started. But to put it in a simple way without going through the dictionary and so on, I'm going to try to put it in a simple way before the innings. Joseph bowled to Brook and he covers up. Have you ever watched a show and you said that the show is bad? You ever heard somebody that watch a movie and they say that movie is bad? But by saying that movie is bad, they means that movie is a nice movie to watch. I hope you get me there. So bad was not used as its dictionary meaning. Drive back to Joseph, no run. So bad was not used as its dictionary meaning, but it was used as its meaning in a context. That means you use it connotatively. yesterday, when I said, and the topic clearly said before lunch, so it wasn't referring to Athanaze or Hodge. It was referring to Louis and Mackenzie. Were they literally running and backing away to square leg? No. Joseph Ball to Brookie drives down to the field and the cover boundary, they will get a single. So were they backing away to square leg? No, they were not doing that. But run was used in the context that they preferred to stay and face the spinner more than go and face the pace bowler. I hope I educate you. Honestly, those who misconstrue and do not understand the contextual meaning of run, although in the title you would see run in quotation mark, and if you listen to the video, you would have understand what I'm saying. But I hope you got the understanding. So Joseph Ball to, we caught behind, is he? No, not out. For a moment there, I thought Root was caught behind. So there was no need for the disrespectful comments. No need for it. And I just hope that my explanation is understandable. For all of those disrespectful comments, there was no need for it. No need for it. One of the things I try not to do, and I try my best not to do it, although sometimes you will talk and it is taken out of context, but I try my best not to be disrespectful. And so there's no need. Express your opinion freely. Disagree with my points, but there's no need to be disrespectful. No need. So all of you who post those disrespectful comments yesterday, I hope in the future you don't post them, because if you're going to continue to be disrespectful in this community, then I'm sure the moderator will remove you from the community. There's no need for that. Express different views, express different opinion, because we all have different opinions. And if we never have different opinions, this world would be a boring place. And when I say run yesterday, I use it in a contextual way and not a denotative way. And if you had listened to the Joseph Ball to Root stretches at a wide one, and it goes through to the keeper, there is no run. The end of the over, the score is 180 for 3. England leads by 139. Jamor Small, this match could go anywhere. West Indies got a chance to win this match. I agree, it could go anywhere. Yes, Colin Goodrich, thank you for confirming it, but you would have heard in the chat when the person asked the question, I said that I think the last time we made over 400 runs was against Zimbabwe. I did say that, so thank you for confirming. Again, what's going on? No. Again, can someone explain to me why there's no fine leg, long leg for the Pacers? It is called umbrella field, to use a cricketing term. Wesley McPherson, I saw you ask in the comment, but probably it's a strategy that they are using because these batsmen tend to play straight in front of the wicket more than behind the wicket, so they use a third man. You know that Brook is a man who loves to uppercut as Sinclair comes back into the attack. Now that Duckett is out, let's see if he can bowl to Brook and Brook defense. So Duckett was sweeping Sinclair left, right, and center. Let's see if we can get a better bowling performance here now from Sinclair. What? Sinclair, the off spinner comes in, bowl to Duckett ball to Brook off the back foot. He play a forcing shot there. It got the outer edge and it balloons off. Was it the fielder or the first slip it comes off and it trickled down to a short third man, they go through for a single. I'm just trying to look at the replay to see who it came off, but he was on the back foot trying to place a forcing shot and it goes down to a short third man. He comes in bowl to Root and Root attempted to play the reverse sweep. It was not there and he adjusted and played it to forward short leg. So Root was shaping to play the reverse sweep, and then he adjusted and played it to forward short leg. Well bowled, Kevin Sinclair. Well played, Root. Sinclair to Root. He went for it this time and swept it down backward of square leg. They will go for a single. You could say backward point, and they got a single there. The score moves up now to 182 for 3. We are in over number 38. 182 for 3. That's the score, 182 for 3. So he just sweeping, reverse sweeping now. So Brook is back on strike. Up to the wicket come Kevin Sinclair. Ball to Brook, who turns it into the mid-wicket region, and there is no run. The return comes in at the bowler's end. The score 182 for 3. One delivery to come in over number 38. Harry Brook is on 27. Joe Root is on 15. West Indies need wickets. Sinclair bowl to Brook. Brook turns it into mid-wicket. The end of the over, the score 182 for 3. Leading by 141 runs. So Keith Aaron is saying, Carlton, please take your drinks break. Love your large receptacle. Thank you. Thank you very much, Keith Aaron. I appreciate it. Thank you very much, man. Thank you very much, Keith Aaron. You always supported my drink, man. I appreciate it, Keith Aaron. And so, thank you. Zulia, welcome to the show. When the wicket coming? Well, Zulia, really hope it comes now. Really hope it comes now. So, this is Shamar, fourth over in the spell. I don't expect him to bowl anymore. So, he has now bowled 9 over, none for 29. 3 is 9, 27, just over 3 runs per over. Joseph into Root, and Root allows it to go through outside the half stump. There is no run. He has 2 slips, as I said. He has a gully, and then he has a sweep on the cover boundary. He has an orthodox cover, mid-off, a mid-on, a mid-wicket, and a man on 45, long leg or fine leg, as Wesley McPherson is saying that there's none. But there is one. There's one at this moment, Wesley McPherson. So that's the field. As we watch Shamar Joseph, he's going to run into bowl to Root. He's bowling from the pavilion end. That's where the players stay. At the end, the player stays. Over the wicket, ball to Root, beaten outside the half stump. Good length and line here by Shamar Joseph. He's really bowling well, you know. He's probably the picker for bowlers, although he has not yet gotten a wicket at this time. But he has definitely bowling well. 182 for 3. We are in over number 39, and this is Shamar Joseph, fourth over in this spell. And he's bowling now. For the first time in this match, Shamar Joseph is bowling like that bowler that I saw in South Africa. The slips and the gully goes down as Joseph comes in now. Bowl to Root, outside the half stump, he drives down to the field and the cover. He can't get there, 4 runs, but he pitched up. Nothing wrong with that. He forced Root on the front foot. He drive. It was in the air for a minute. The fielder cover dive, but cannot stop it. And it goes into the boundary for 4. Probably just guilty of just pitching up too much. And Root was on the front foot. And he drives it. Probably better effort from the fielder cover there. What that could have gotten a better effort there from the fielder. I don't think he was committed to it. And it beats him down to the boundary for 4. Joseph again. Up to the wicket, ball to Root, and Root turn this into the onside. They go for a quick single. The score will now move up to 187 for 3. So Root there just tucking that one into the onside and going for a single. The lead is now 146. And it was just at about 146 for 3 that Jason Holder dropped the catch. That would have put England 146 for 4. So let's see what is going to happen now. I think on that occasion, was it Pope? I think it was Pope. Or was it Brook? Let's see. I think it was Pope. This time he's bowling to Brook. Shamar Joseph over the wicket, ball to Brook, and Brook is drive. Is he caught that slip? Oh, it peels off the edge and it runs away down to third man for a single. Are they back for the second? No, the second and 1. So there was Brook into the drive, and he drove it, and Sinclair dived to his right. Couldn't stop it, and they're back for the second, and there's some consultation here. I think Mackenzie and Joseph. It pitched up, lovely delivery. He's into the drive, it peels off the edge. But Sinclair again should have stopped that one. It went under his hand down to the boundary, where the field and third man came around and prevented the boundary. They got two more. So the umpires here having a little discussion. Is it that it has gotten dark? Can someone in the chat tell me? So while the umpires are discussing, let me come. Carlton, where's Banner? I miss him on this tour. I don't know. I cannot tell you where is Banner. Jamor Small is saying that I smell a wicket coming. I hope you smell right, Jamor Small, because we really need a wicket now. As it comes in now, over the wicket, Shamar Joseph bowled to Brook, who plays a solid defensive stroke. And that's the end of the over. At the end of the over, England 189 for 4. So after 10 overs, they have conceded 36 runs. So that's 3.6 runs per over. Can someone who tell me if you're at the ground or so on? It's very overcast. The lights are on. The producer just decided to show it. The lights are on. It's very overcast. The umpires are not sure they should continue as we push up towards close of play. The initial close of play should be 10 minutes from now, but I think they are going to go for another 30 minutes. Kirkham Mute is saying, Mr. Cricket Forum, if Sinclair don't make an impact with the ball or bat, I don't see him playing in the last test. Also, Mackenzie should not be in the last test. He should be dropped, especially if he failed in the second innings. Your point is taken. At this time, I don't know if I share those views. I am one who is not giving into if. I will wait until the end of the test match, because if doesn't play sports. But Kirkham, you, in all due respect, I take the point. I understand what you're saying, but I do not give into if. How many overs leave? I don't think we'll get in the number of overs that leave. I think it's more time now. I don't quite sure. I'll check it for you. Sinclair bowls to Brook, who turns this to mid-wicket, and there is no run. 190 for 3. So Kirkham, you take your point, but I don't want to give into if now. I want to work with the facts after the match. And I wish Sinclair and Mackenzie both well, as Sinclair bowls to Brook, and that one comes off the outside edge. Because one of the things Kirk Amused to talk about if is that it's unfair to the player, because Sinclair's bowling right now. When you want him to get a wicket with this ball taken on the pad and the full, it runs away down towards third man. He didn't play a stroke. Was that missing leg stump? No appeals, dead ball signaled by the umpire. Dead ball in this case means they cannot run because the batsman didn't play a stroke. Let's see that. Down the taken on the pad, I think it's missing leg stump. Definitely missing leg stump. So the point I was making, Kirkham, Sinclair's bowling right now. You want him to get a wicket, another one and another one. So to say that, what if he doesn't perform? I don't want to say that, because to me, it's a little pessimistic. I take your point, but to me, it's a little pessimistic, because you want the young man to do well. Sinclair bowls to Brook, and Brook's places out into the offside. They will get a single. The score will move up now. They will come back for 2 instead. The score will move up now to 192 for 3. So you want him to do well. You also want, when Mackenzie bats, hopefully he gets a bat, because whatsoever England makes, you want the two openers to hit it off, even if it is 300. That's how I think it, Kirk Amused. You want the two openers to hit it off. But it's more than likely that he's going to get a bat. So hopefully if he gets a bat, he performs well, because when these guys perform well, it's a better chance for West Indies to win the match. And that's what we want. So I am not one who generally goes down the road of if. What I want right now is for wickets to come, whosoever bowling. Alzari Joseph is a wicket taker, but he's a little expensive. I will support you and your question about Alzari Joseph, Jason Older. I'll go for Alzari Joseph in front of Jason Older. Well, again, that's a fair comment. Why, whether I want to agree with you, whether Joseph is, and Marky, I didn't say which one was better. I just asked the question and I just do the poll. So whether one agrees with you or not, whether you go for Joseph or Older, you make a good point. So here is Older now, and you want Older to get some wickets. He bowls a short delivery to Root, who bends his back and allows it to go over his head through to the keeper, and there is no run. So Older is bowling. You want Older to get a wicket right now. West Indies need wicket. Did Hodge bowl? Not as yet. They should be considering him. That's a good point. But you want to give your frontline bowlers the ball, and you want to give your frontline bowlers more than one spell before you go to the part-timer. So I understand this. Sometimes you want to give your genuine bowlers, because you're really playing them to bowl 2-3 spell. Older ball to Root looking to turn this down the leg side through to the keeper, and there is no run. Yes, so that's the point I'm making. You play these 5 guys as your main bowler. You need to give them at least 2 spell, maybe even 3, before you bring in the part-time bowler, because they need to take the responsibility to get the wickets. And so Tyrell is thinking that Brathwaite don't like using spinners. Kushai here, how are you doing? Welcome, man. Good to see you. Over the wicket, bowls to take another ball, loud appeal, all to get the break tune. Oh, you have to review that. You have to review that. Have to review it, man. Come on. Come on, man. He's saying that he don't know. Be decisive and review it. That Silva is saying hi. That Silva is saying hi. But burn a review, man. You have 3. Burn a review, man. I would burn a review. You have 3. Look at this one. Let's see. It dark back sharply by Older. I would burn a review. Nero, let's look. Maybe I fit you, but I'd burn a review. I'd burn a review. I have 3. Older into Root, and Root leaves alone outside the arse stop, and there is no run. That was a good delivery by Older, and followed up with one going the other way. This is good from Older. We love this. 192 for 3. Mutti had an illness, had a flu, and he was replaced at the last moment. He was originally named in the playing 11. Because of World Cup being a huge failure. I'm just hearing that 160 core. That's a lot of money. Multiply that by 125, and you get the USA equivalent. Some would multiply it by 130, but let us be conservative and multiply it by 125 to get the US equivalent. So if you are saying that 160 core multiplied by 125, that's you're saying over $285 million that the World Cup lost, over 285 goal outside the half-stop. 285. You're saying the World Cup lose over $285 million. That's what coming out of the ICC. I have to double check that, but that would be very, very interesting. Markio Kushaga here. Just call you here, right? I have not confirmed this. I have not double checked it. But that would be very, very interesting that the World Cup lose over $285 million. That's what you're saying here at this time. That the World Cup lose over 200. That's not sounding good at all. That's definitely not good. You are saying that the World Cup lost over $285 million. I have to double check that though. Definitely. Sinclair bowls at one, turn away, the fielder at mid-wicket misfield. Off the back foot go Brook, and he places down in the covers. They go for a single, 195 for 3. Very interesting. Can anyone else confirm what here is saying? Michael Douglas, can you confirm? If we drop Kirk for the net for that reason, we have to drop Older. Older has done none of his role, plus dropping catches. And this one is bang away down to the cover boundary for 4. 199 for 3. And as I saw Wayne Brown made that comment, I remember, I think I said it earlier this morning, when on Tuesday, someone cussed me out, say that because Kirk Mackenzie is Jamaican, why I'm defending Kirk and that I don't like Kirk and all of this. No, that I love Kirk and what he's Jamaican. And by yesterday, someone was telling me that I don't love Kirk. Over the wicket, ball to Root, who plays it down to the man on the cover boundary, and there's a single. But I always maintain, I always try to go where the facts are. And, just like the biggest example is Alzarri Joseph. A number of persons said Alzarri Joseph is expensive, and I heard that he's the most expensive bowlers in world cricket. But ball down the leg side, turn away. It's going to run towards the fine leg boundary. They go through for another run. It's now 201 for 3. One delivery to coming over number 42. The lead is now 160. So Root is on 28. Brook is on 33. And they are scoring quite freely here. As Root seconds, Sinclair comes into him. Ball to Root, and Root just turning that down the leg side, misses. It goes through to the keeper, and there is no run. 201 for 3 at the end. Let me just make the point quickly, and I come to your comments. I'm probably spending too much time on one comment. Alzarri Joseph is said to be the most expensive bowler in Test cricket since he started playing Test cricket. Now, the persons who said that doesn't tell us how many wickets Alzarri Joseph took in that time. So, yes, it's a negative for Alzarri Joseph to be so expensive. It's a negative, and I will point that out. But I'm not just going to point out the negative. I'm also going to point out the fact that he is our leading wicket taker. So when I point out the fact that he's a leading wicket taker, the persons who want to push the agenda that he's the most expensive are going to say, I like Joseph. And when I point out when I point out the fact that he's the most expensive, the person who want to push the agenda that he's the leading wicket taker is going to say, I don't like Joseph. So that's what happened. But I just try to continue to speak the facts. I give my opinion, which are debatable, of course, but then I have to stick to the facts, Mr. Cricket Forum, Sinclair have done nothing to cement his place in the team as a batting spin all-rounder. And so, so let's see now. As we watch Jason Older, what we really need to do, though, ladies and gentlemen, what we really need to do now is to come up with some strategy. Cuts away, overslip down to the boundary for 4. So that was short outside the off stump by Older. Brook cuts it away over the top of slip, down to the third man boundary for 4. England moves up to 205 for 3. So that was short. He cuts it away, got the top edge, high over the single slip, down to the third man boundary for 4. 205 for 3. The leads now goes up to 264. Brook is on 37. Root is on 28. Let us support the 11 players that are on the field. Please. All the balls to Brook, and Brooks defend down the offside of the pitch, and there is no run. Please let us support the 11 players on the field. The match is not yet finished. The match is not yet finished, please. Please support the 11 players on the field. Support. Let us think about strategy that could be used because the West Indies might be listening to us now. And tonight, we might say something that they're looking to, and tomorrow take them to win the match. All the ball to Brookie drives down to mid-on, cannot beat the fielder. There is no run. The score remains at 205 for 3. So instead of talking about if it, I'm going to be honest with you. You see, when somebody start talking that if this happen and if this happen, I think you want the player to fail. So come on, man, let's be more positive and less pessimistic. It's around 22 million US dollars. You said my calculation is wrong. So isn't one core 125 or 125,000? You said 160, right? One core is 125,000 US dollars. And you said the World Cup last lose 160 core. If you multiply 160 core by 125,000, you get 20 mil. Oh, yes, you're right. 20 million. True, okay. I saw my calculation was miscalculated. Now we are here. Hold the ball to Brook and he slashes this away down to the field and the cover boundary. And there is a single. The score moves up to 206. We are hearing some argument about the $20 million here. And you would have known that there will be an ICC general meeting, which should have been this week in Sri Lanka. And we are waiting on that report. Hodge should bowling is a better spinner than most people think. Okay, thank you, John P. Nicol. Here is saying, it's 11 p.m. here and it is my time to sleep. See you tomorrow, Mr. Brown. Okay, thank you for being here. Have a good night. Hope you rest well. So, wow, Joe Root is closing in on shivering Chandapal. So, Chandapal, 11,867 runs. So, Joe Root is on the 21 runs behind now. I think that the West Indies should use this as a motivation and to ensure that Joe Root doesn't pass Chandapal in this series. So in this innings and the two to come in the final test, they should ensure that he doesn't score those 21 runs for over the series. So he's on 28 now. We need 22 more runs to pass Chandapal. We should try and ensure that for this innings and the next two, he doesn't pass. Sinclair round the wicket, ball to Brook. Brook turns through mid-wicket. He's going to run very close to the mid-wicket boundary, but there's a fielder there, and they sends in the return, and the score moves up to 207 for 3. The lead is now 166. Root is on 28. Harry Brook is on 39. Sinclair round the wicket, ball to Root, who goes for the reverse sweep. And he swept it down to backward point. Shamar Joseph comes off the boundary and underarm the return into the keeper. And there is no run. There's one run. The score moves up to 208 for 3. We are in over number 44. The lead keep inching up all the time. It's now 167. Sinclair ball to Brook, who whips this away down to long on. They drop Trotter Singer, the turning over the strike quite nicely here. The lead building all the time. It's now 168. 209 for 3. Tej Narayan Chandapal, 10 matches, 19 innings, averages 32.94. Comes in now, over the wicket now, ball to Root, and Root plays that one down the onside of the pitch, and there is no run. Root is on 29. Brook is on 40. 209 for 3. Let's watch Kevin Sinclair as he comes in now, over the wicket to bowl to Root, and Root is turning this away through mid-wicket, down to the field on the mid-wicket boundary, and they got a single. 210 now for 3. One delivery to come in over number 44. The lead is now 169. Root is on 30. Harry Brook is on 40. There's a slip. There's a leg slip. And what can we do now to get a wicket? It's very important. What can ball to Brook again, short mid wicket. It goes down to the boundary. Older has to move to his right field. That's Older. That's Alzarri Joseph. Both of them are tall. 2 runs at the end of the over. 212 for 3. The lead 171. Root is on 30. Harry Brook is on 42. So Jamal said the captain needs to put on his thinking cap. What would be your what? Jamor, if you're the captain right now, what would you do? Call West Africa lost. Don't understand that. World Cup T20 24 in the West Indies lost US 20 million. While hosting T20 World Cup is a fact, I support the comments, Mr. Brown. Here is saying, I think West Indies lack that magical character and bowling unit, like they don't have a bowler like Bumrah. Well, you see, the thing about it here, it is that's not a fair comparison. Which team in the world has a bowler like Bumrah? You know, please remember to slash a like on the video, click on the subscribe button. And I'm asking again, please support our hurricane relief effort. The link is in the video description just below here, and it is pinned to the top of the live chat. So that black and yellow, Joseph bowls to Root, who plays this down to the field on the cover boundary, and they get a single. The score moves up to 213. So the link is in the video description. It is there. Just click on it and donate to the hurricane relief effort. And also, it's at the top of the live chat. You can also click on it and donate to the hurricane relief effort, and it will be placed at the top of the comment section once the watch along is completed. Yes, Jamor Smart, come now, give me a plan. The bowling now is pedestrian, no imagination. Yes, I want to think of something here. John P. Nicol, your continued support of Alzarri Joseph is flawed. How is he helping the team? He's getting 3 wickets for over 100 runs out of a total of 250 or 350. But that's not true. That's what I'm talking. That's not true. That's not true. He got 3 for 98 and they made 400. 3 for 98 and they made 416. It means, therefore, that if he had gotten all 10 wickets, 3 for 98, that means he got 1 wicket for 33 runs. 1 run less 33. So I'm going to show you your fall, John P. Nicol. England made 416, right? In case you forget. Alzarri Joseph, who is bowling now, and I come back after this delivery. He passes the umpire ball to Brook short and he pulls it through mid-wicket down to the mid-wicket boundary, 4 runs. Bad delivery there by Alzarri Joseph. It was a nothing delivery. It was short and Brook pulls it away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4, 217 for 3. Bad delivery there. He just sat up to be hit. And Brook said, thank you very much. And he pulled it away down to the mid-wicket boundary for 4. Lovely shot by Root. Too short by Joseph. He needs to pitch up a little more. So let's make the point now, John P. Nicol, as Joseph go back to the top of his mark. 416 the team made. For ease of calculation, let's watch. Joseph bowled to Brook and Brook gave himself room, swings at that one, it goes through to the keeper and there is no run. For ease of calculation, we're going to add 1 to the 98 to make it 99. So he gets 3 wickets for 99 runs. That means he gets 1 wicket for 33 runs. If you multiply 33 by 10, if Joseph was getting each wicket for 33 runs, the team would have all out for 310, 330. So I don't know where you get these numbers from. The reality is that England made 346, 316. Joseph bowled to Brook and Brook pulled this away down to the field on the square leg boundary. So that is the difference between someone like you and I, Johnny P. Nicol. You can't cut all of these numbers which are not the reality. The reality was that England made 416. So you concoct these numbers to make your argument look good, but they are not the real number, my friend. The real number is 416. And again, I said, you are saying support Alzarri Joseph. I support every West Indies cricketers, and I will continue to talk the facts. The facts. Whether the facts is negative or positive, I'll continue to talk them. Joseph bowled to Root, who swivels and pull this down to square leg for another single. Like right now, he's bowling too short. He's bowling too short, and I'm going to say it. He needs to pitch up the ball. He's bowling too short. And once again, he has gotten 2 wickets, 10 overs, 2 for 49. His economy is 4.9. Jaden Seals' economy, 9 overs, none for 48. Not only that, Seals don't get a wicket, but he's 5.33. Jason Holder don't get a wicket. His economy is 4.22. Kevin Sinclair don't get a wicket. His economy is 5.71. That was a bad over by Alzarri Joseph. But in the grand scheme of thing here, he's the only one that got the wickets apart from the run out, and his economy is less than 5, while Seals' one is above 5. Sinclair one is above 5. Only Shamar Joseph is below 4. And so in the grand scheme of thing, John P. Nicol, how is Alzarri Joseph so bad? How is he so bad? I don't understand John P. Nicol. I don't understand. But John P. Nicol, I take heart. Because you know what? Tomorrow somebody is going to say, I hate Joseph. You see, just like how you said that I'm defending Joseph today, tomorrow somebody is going to say, I hate him. So I take heart. But I try to be balanced as much as possible. Harvey Lynch was saying, was $20 million lost not only on the USA leg of the tour? It is not the total loss. Seals bowled to Root, and Root defends in front of him, and he picked it up and relayed to number 77. That's Hodge, I think, is 77, 219 for 3. Harvey Lynch, what we know as a fact, and this is knowledge, so it's not something that I'm making up. What we know as a fact is that a day or two before the World Cup, the U.S. organizing committee requested of the ICC $20 million US. Seals over the wicket, ball to Root. He allows this to go through outside the off stump, and there is no run. The score remains 219 for 3. So, I'm going to ask persons like Basil and Roger, who lives in the US, who are involved in cricket in the US. And I'm going to do my own research. I have not seen any update from the ICC. And I'm going to they talk about it on Tuesday. Monday, I have them talking about it, both of them. But I will ask them to do some further research on it. I will also do my own research. Seals over the wicket, ball to Root, and Root drives. Can't beat the man at mid-off, and there is no run. West Indies can win this test once we get 2 quick wickets, set up things nicely for the 4th day. That's the Spirit SOS music. So I love that. 219 for 3. If 219 for 3 become 230 for 5. Or 230 for 6. We are back in this thing. It said that the team management has no experience in these tight conditions. Seals over the wicket, ball to Root, beaten outside the off stump. Love the delivery by Seals, and it goes through to the keeper. And that was a nice delivery as Root push at it, and it goes through. Was Brathwaite trying to get the attention of somebody, or is saying that he should appeal? He flirted at that one. What is happening? I'm interested in the signal from Brathwaite. No, it didn't get any edge. I don't think it got any edge. Let's take this delivery and then I read your comment, Ian Bascom. Thank you. Thank you, Bascom. 219 for 3. 2 deliveries to come in this over. There's some adjustment in the field here. This is much better. I slipped a gully, a backward pointer cover mid-off, a mid on and a mid wicket, forcing them to go over the top. He clipped this away, choose to mid wicket, and they has to stay in their crease. For a moment, I thought it was two square leg. 219 for 3. And why I say this is much better, a slipper gully, backward point cover, mid off, mid on, mid wicket. That's 7 fielders saving the single. Earlier, the fielders were out on the boundary and England were just rotating the strike. So that is much better. Let them go over the top. Let them take the risk to go over the top. Let them play good shots and go over the top. Seals to Root and Root defends down the onside of the pitch. This is a much better over now from Jaden Seals. And there is no run. At the end of over number 46, England 219 for 3. That's just about 3 overs remaining in a day's play as we have just about 10 minutes. And so let me go through your comments as quickly as possible. This team management has no experience in these tight conditions. Maybe that is true because West Indies are not offered in these tight conditions. West Indies bowlers don't adapt well, need to bowl fourth stump. You see how badly they are undercooked. Ian Bascom, I agree with you. We are not grouping the deliveries, except for Shamar Joseph. We are not grouping the deliveries. We are not grouping our deliveries. Alan Bradman, just don't know where this next wicket is coming from. I think that to get this next wicket, let's see, Joseph bowl to Brook, who drives down to long off. Let's see into the boundary now for 4. So Joseph there just pitching up, over pitching and driving, Brook driving down to long off for 4. And he got a single and he got 4 runs. For a moment, I thought that he had driven it straight to the mid-off, but he had found the gap and it goes into the long-off boundary for a 4. 223 for 3. All right, I want to put what Ian Bascom and Alan Bradman said together. We need to group the deliveries. We need Joseph bowl to Brook and now he's short. So the first one was an half volley, which driven down to long-off for 4. This one was short, and the batsman pulled it down to backward a square leg for another single. And you cannot set field for that type of bowling. Because what I want to encourage right now is to have like a 6-3 field with 6 men in a ring on the offside and ask him to bowl hard back of a length, outside half stump, and try to build some pressure. And that is what we want Joseph to be able to do. And he pitched this one up, flicked away to mid-wicket. There is no run. The score remains 224 for 3. That is what I want from our bowlers right now. Between that 6 and 8 meter length, or even 6 and 7 meter length, 6 fielder on the offside in a ring. So a slipper gully, backward point, cover, mid-off. So that's 5. So you could have the sweep on the boundary because you're going to pitch up. Bowl to Root, who's onto the front foot, place it to the man at cover, and there's no run. So you have 5 there, and the sweep on the boundary, or you could have him at third man. You could have that either way. And bowl that 6 to 8 meter length, 4th or 5th stump. And try to build some pressure. You go into defensive mood right now. And hope that by building pressure, you get some wickets. Now, this is not good at all, Come on, man. Slash a like on the video. I don't know how you do it on your television. I know a lot of persons just listening. But if you're watching it on your phone or on your laptop, man, this is not good, man. Slash a like on the video. Definitely. We need a wicket now. Definitely, we need a wicket now. Definitely. Ball up there. I think the ball is a bit too soft to bowl rib cage, and it will be easy to pull. That's my opinion. My tactics, and my tactics is not most right, but this is the tactics that I'll go for. That's 6 to 7 meter length, 5th stump, a ring of 5 on the offside plus a sweeper, either third man or cover. That's where the sweep would be. Then I'd have 3 on the hand side. That is a man back with a square leg on the boundary, a mid wicket, and a mid on. And ask them to bowl hard length, 6-7 meter, fifth stump. That would be my strategy right now. Just dry up the runs for the rest of the day. England really scored too fast. 225 runs so far in this innings. How many overs have gone so far? Definitely scoring very, very too fast. This is a 48 over and they've gone 225. 225 for 3. And we are just in the 48 over. Are you following MLC alongside? Yes, I followed it. I watched the matches in the night. And as you know that the defending champion, Seals, bowled to Root and Root defense to mid-on and there is no run. Seals is really bowling well right now, really bowling well at this stage. He's definitely coming in and he's bowling quite well. What is Root complaining about? I don't understand. Probably, okay, 225 for 3. Yes, I've been watching it. I know that the defending champion, my New York, have been knocked out. They lost their match last night to the Washington Freedom. So they are knocked out of the competition. That is the team of Pollard, Shepherd, Pooran, and to a lesser extent, Stephen Taylor, who is a US, but he is a Jamaican. And by the way, Stephen Taylor was dropped for that match because I think 2 matches ago, he dropped an absolute sitter. And clearly the captain Pollard was not satisfied. So he never played last night. Seals bowled to Root and Root allows that one to go through outside the half stump. Give credit to Seals and that delivery that Seals bowled just now, that's what you want him to repeat for the rest of the evening. He's not a machine. No way, he's not a robot or a machine. So he's not going to bowl every delivery, same place. But he should try as best as possible to concentrate right there. If he concentrate right there, there'll be natural pitch variations comes in sometimes. Let's watch. Let's see this follow-up delivery. Ball again. Well done. As that one, Root plays it, but it comes off the outer portion of the bat and goes down to the fielder coming off the backward point boundary. But that is good. That is very good. Concentrate right there. He's not a machine, but he's trying his best. Just trying to hit that line. Just try. That is good. Good day, Cricket Forum. You need to compare his return to his average to measure how well he's bowling, since logically one bowler alone bowls from both ends. To, I got you, Ian Bascom. Bowls again and a misfield. This is very disheartening. I feel it in a man. I feel that because Seals is trying to hit that length consistently. And if you are watching the cricket, you'll realize that the last 3 deliveries, you have tried his best to bowl that hard length. And then he bowled it, it got the bottom of the bat, and it goes right through Kavim Hodge at first slip, and they got 2. It's very disheartening. Very, very disheartening. 228 for 3. Root is on 34. Brook is on 54. The lead is now 187. Yes. No, I want to make a point, because persons Seals to Root and Root plays that one to the man at gully and there is no run. This is a good over by Jaden Seals, 3 runs off it so far, but it's a good over by Jaden Seals. He's trying to group the deliveries. I would love to have a picture map. I would love to have a map of this over. Genuinely would love to have a map of this over. So there's a slip, a gully, a backward point, a cover, as I said. Yes, this is good. They're probably hearing me. This is good. I love this. Let's watch Seals as he comes in now. Over the wicket, ball to Brook, short, and he pulls this away. Down to the fielder on the boundary, that's Joseph, who sends the return in at the end of the over, 229 for 3. I just want to say this, and I think this is the last thing that I'm saying about the Alzarri Joseph thing. And I'd have said it many times. Do I want to see Alzarri Joseph takes his bowling to the next level? Yes. It would be good for West Indies cricket. But what I continue to defend is that persons continue to speak about his average, his economy, how expensive he is, but they don't talk about the number of wickets that he's getting. And the point I keep on making is that yes, he's expensive, but if you're going to criticize him for being expensive, you should also praise him for being the West Indies leading wicket taker for the last 2 years. That's a simple point I'm making, I want him to be a better bowler, of course. I am disappointed that he's so expensive. But if you are going to criticize him for being expensive, please praise him for the number of wickets that he's taking also. And if he can get down that economy, which I would love to see, he would have taken his bowling to the next level. That's all I'm saying about Alzarri Joseph. He's not bowling good right now. Seals is really teaching him what to do. Over the wicket, ball again, short. And Brook was looking to pull that, but it kicks on him. It kicks on him, and there is no run. Yes, Alan, that's okay. I wouldn't really call this a negative. I'm thinking I would call it your objective analysis. And if my objective analysis with England leading by 188, they will probably get about 350. I think West Indies will struggle to win that. Joseph over the wicket, ball short to Brook, and he pulls this down to the fielder on the square leg boundary. They go through for a single, 230 for 3. Leading by 189. So, Alan, let me put it this way. At 189, 7 wickets in hand, a long batting lineup because Woakes is batting at 8. And we saw in the first innings what he can do. So, you expect them to get somewhere about 350 lead from here. Joseph ball high in the air. Another wicket for Joseph. Let's see. Yes, he gets another wicket. Oh, they were it was a replay. Yeah, man. It was a replay. 230 for 3. You see, I can laugh at myself, man. I'm good at that. I can laugh at myself. It was a replay. Sorry. So the lead is 189. In realistically, unless something magically happen, they're gonna get above 350 lead. Joseph ball to Root, short, and he pulls this through mid wicket. Straight to the fielder, though. They got a single, 231 for 3. Is this the tactics that they are using? So I don't think you're negative. It's going to be very difficult for West Indies to win the match from here. Plain and simple. It's going to be difficult. However, would I still want them to win? Yes. Am I negative? I don't think I'm negative. Analyzing the match is going to be difficult for West Indies to win from here. Very difficult. Thank you. Let's watch as Joseph comes over the wicket now. His field spread far and wide. Ball short. Pulls away. Down to cow corner. To the fielder on the mid wicket boundary. Another single. The score moves up now to 233. 232 for 3. 1 to come in over number 50. This may well be the final over of the day's play. 232 for 3, 191. I'm here in Georgetown, Guyana, enjoying your commentary and your comments and views of the game. I think this West Indies team is trying their very best to win. Thank you for your positive comment. No, Root is not out. It was a replay, and I thought he was out. So is that the end of the day's play, as that one was pulled away to Jason Holder, and there is no run? Okay, thank you. No, you think that the target is going to be above 400? The champion said, "Lol, Fort Geneva News." And JP Nicol, when you said hi in the air, I thought I'm watching the wrong match. I understand that. 232 for 3. So they are continuing here. They are continuing. It looks like yes, Isaiah Proctor. I want to see our bowlers bluff the batsmen and bowl a Yorker. Yeah. Yes, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. I wanted him to get 100. I remember someone in the chat said that Silva is getting 100. And the moderator, although the moderator showed the comment to me, I still bypass it because I just didn't want to bring up the 100. So it was lovely. I thought that was the final over. Here comes Jada Seals. Let's see how he followed up this over. Right again, bold, and that one edged down to third man for 4. Very unfortunate. That's very unfortunate. It's 4 runs. I have no issue with that though. Yes, it hurts that it went for 4, but I really appreciate what Jaden Seals is trying to do more than what Alzari Joseph is trying to do. It edged, it went down to third man for 4. Look, although Brook played it down into the ground, but at least, and remember I said that the field would either be a third man or a cover on the boundary. You know, maybe they should have had a third man. Seals ball to Brook, and Brook again just dabbed this in the same area for 4 more. So maybe we should have a third man. This one was not that of a good delivery, as it had more room, and he dabbed it in the same area. 199 now. The lead is now 199. 340 for 3. 240 for 3. $240 for 3. Wow. Someone here. Definitely send me an email. Definitely. Send me an email. Send me an email here. My email is you can find my email anywhere. Just send me an email, man. Definitely. I don't mind. I'm all about that, definitely. See, I put my email there in the comment section, so you can send me an email here. That's my email address there. You can send me an email. So send me an email. I don't have an issue with that. Lou Prudent is saying, and another 4. My word, there are so many runs down to third man this test. Yes. Let's watch Jada Seals. He comes in now, up to the wicket and bowl to Root, and Root trying to find the third man again, but this time it's straight to the gully or a white third slip, fourth slip, and there is no run. 200, England lead by 200. When was it? I'm trying to remember when we got the third wicket. 140? Was it 140 that we got the third wicket? Can somebody remind me? I think we got the third wicket at 140. So these two have put on 100, 101. I think we got the third wicket at 140. Can you remember? Let me double check. I forget. Sometimes I forget that I can double check. 241. Bowled again outside the half stump, and he strokes this through the cover. They go for 1, so the lead is now 201. 243 for 3. Yes, we got the wicket at 140. That's when we got the third wicket. So we're really under pressure here. Really under pressure. The West Indies really under pressure here. Andy Smith is saying, West Indies bowling really weak. We are not ready for this tour. Maybe we should get a captain who knows how to set the field. Sherwin, okay. Thank you, Sherwin, my friend, and a strong supporter. I'm your biggest fan. He comes in now over the wicket, ball to Brook, and Brook beaten outside the ash stump. You know, I'm telling you the truth. I think about 10 runs came off that over, but I really like what Seals is trying to do. As I said, I prefer what Seals is trying to do more than what Jason Holder is trying to do. 242 for 3 after 50 overs. The lead is 201. You know, Sherwin, I understand Sherwin just doesn't believe that Brathwaite is a good captain. And that is his opinion. I don't think he has anything against Brathwaite. I know that if he sees Brathwaite now, he will buy him a drink and he will have a meal with him, have a drink with him. But as a captain, Sherwin just doesn't believe that Brathwaite is a good captain. And that is just his opinion. And, you know, we respect it, but he doesn't have anything against Brathwaite. But I know that he doesn't see Brathwaite as a good captain. Do you see the impact of pace and exposure? Do you see the impact of pace and exposure to the game? Ian Bascom, I'm sorry. I want to apologize because, and I'm saying this in a kind way. In a kind way. Could you elaborate on the question for me so that I get a better understanding of it? But at this time, I don't quite get a good understanding of it. Brathwaite have brought on himself. I would have gone for Hodge. But again, maybe Brathwaite get a wicket here. Will mail you when India plays West Indies. Good night, my friend. Thank you. Please do. I appreciate it. Yes, definitely. Lou Prudent say you are correct. They just brought up the 100 partnership. Thank you. Thank you very much. England is batting well. No doubt about it, champion. They are batting well. I don't have a problem with our captain, but he needs to make more aggressive moves. Brathwaite comes in round the wicket, ball to Brook, who guides this away down to third man. It's going to run very close to the boundary. It gets there now. 4 more runs. 247 for 3. So Brook there moves up to 70. All right. Let me say something about this because I love your feedback, and my feedback on this is that Brathwaite is bowling. It's his decision. He's the captain. In my opinion, would I have bowled Brathwaite? No. Do I want Brathwaite to get a wicket? Yes, I want him to get a wicket right now. Right now. Slip a gully. Comes in, bowl to Brook, and Brook is forward. But I think that going around the wicket and firing in the delivery is the wrong approach. I think that he should be buying a wicket, so he should go over the wicket and toss it up. Bowl to Harry Brook, and he defends, turn it into mid-on. So you understand the point I'm making? I want him to get a wicket. The very next delivery, ball 5, I want him to get a wicket right now with this delivery. But I think the approach is wrong. Round the wicket, ball to Brook, full toss on the leg stump. You can see that Brook is playing for the close of play. He works that down to the fielder on the backward square leg boundary. 248 for 3 after 51 overs. That's the close of play. So at the close of play, England have fought back very well. And one would say they are now in the lead, leading by 207, as I don't think the West Indies bowlers bowled well in this match, in this innings thus far. I really think, but England is a free-scoring batsman, is a free-scoring team anyhow. And they score, is it close to 5 runs and over? Close to 5 runs, 248 divided by 51. How much you'd say that? 4.8, 4.85 or thereabout. So you could say that, So England is definitely in front. At the end of the day's play, West Indies, having made past England first innings total by making 457 in reply to England 416, and at the close of the day's play, England is 248 for 3. Thank you all for being here. I'm asking you again, please support our hurricane relief effort. Please, it is very important. Let us be with you. Let us be a good community. John P. Nicol, another one of you know John P. Nicol, that I'm probably your biggest fan. You know, and I see you bigging up Sherwin, and I'm a fan of Sherwin too. I agree with Sherwin. The captain is a proper captain, doing everything exactly as planned the night before. He doesn't think outside the box. Your sarcasm, John P. Nicol, is not lost on me. That's why I am a fan of you. Tomorrow, they will try and increase the run rate, going for 400 before declaring. Thank you all for being here. Please support the hurricane relief effort. I will not be doing a watch along tomorrow morning. If anything is in the afternoon, I have obligations very early tomorrow morning, 6:30 tomorrow morning. I have obligations. So I'll not be doing a watch along tomorrow morning. But hopefully I will be there for post-lunch session, sometime during the post-lunch session, as we watch West Indies chase down whatsoever England set them. Have a good afternoon, everyone. Take care of yourself. Take care of your loved ones. Bye for now.